Okay, last presentation. According to the schedule, we should finish at 6, but the people from the caterer, they said, no, please run 15-20 minutes over because we need some more time for preparation. So you have to wait a little bit more before you get your drinks. So this is our institute. Our rector already mentioned it this morning, or not, at 1 o'clock in her welcome speech. Johannes Reichelt, you can stand up because there's no picture of you. You may stand a little longer if you want. Johannes, I met Johannes for the first time in 1990 at an IRR conference in Dresden. And then again, we met in Montreal in 1991 at the ICR, the International Congress of Refrigeration. I had 2 presentations, and then Johannes came to my PhD supervisor, and you said to Horst Kruse, oh, this is a brilliant talk and a brilliant speaker, and it's so good that you have Michael as a PhD student. And I was so impressed because my own PhD supervisor never gave this comment. But then the next thing happened was in 2001, I think, where you contacted me, because he did the exact same thing as Valerius Wiener did. Valerius Wiener contacted Johannes Reichelt and said, okay, we have this position as a professor for refrigeration, and then you applied and they took you, and the same happened with me. So he contacted me and then said, okay, there's this position, would you like to be at the university? So thank you very much, Johannes. This was very kind of you to push me into this job, because it's a lot of fun teaching and doing research and having a symposium like this. So thanks a lot. So these are the working areas of our institute. We are 10 professors in total, 9 male and 1 female now. We had a female before, but she left to Mannheim. She's now a rector in Mannheim at the university. But now we have luckily one again, so we are 10. We are about 40 research assistants, or here it says 30, it depends on how you count. Like there are 40 in total, but some of them are only part-time, so in full-time equivalent it's 30. And you can see there, 1.5 million is approximately the turnover annually. The 3.5 was due to our EU projects, which we have for African hospitals, because the EU gave us all the money at once. So we had a very big bunch of money 2 years ago. And there you see the faces, and some of them are here today or have been here today. Robin is standing there in the back at the door. And then you see the different areas we are working with. Another institution we have in Karlsruhe is TWK. That's something, if you studied this timeline exactly, over to the right, that's what Johannes founded many years ago, 1996 I think it was, and it is now part of the Valerius Wiener Stiftung, and the Valerius Wiener Stiftung supports our students in their studies. And it's the same with the books I was handing out today. The entire revenue of those books goes also via the Valerius Wiener Stiftung back to our students. And they have a heat pump, or they have several heat pumps, and they have an ice storage here with ice on coil system, which is not the best way of doing it, because you need very low evaporation temperatures, and there's a better way of doing it. And we had an EU project some time ago, a couple of years ago, together with a lot of partners, and one of the partners was SPF, or the Eastern Switzerland University. And we got rid of the piping in this storage vessel, because we just supercool the water, and with the supercooled water down to -2, -3, -4, we go into the storage vessel, and then you eliminate 2 heat transfers in this process. So you can raise the evaporation temperature by 10 Kelvin approximately, which will mean about 20 to 30% energy consumption reduction, so a higher efficiency. Here are some more heat pump projects at our institute. You can see this one live in the other room for the catering. It's an isobutane heat pump. 2 students came to me and they said, oh, we want to build a Weißwurst Wärmepumpe. And I was like, oh, what is that? And they said, okay, you have to heat the sausages and you have to cool the beer. So they they built this thing, and you can cool 35 bottles of beer, heat 3 kilos of sausage in 45 minutes, and of course it's running with isobutane, natural filter. You can only do this with isobutane because the evaporation temperature is -2 and the condensation temperature is 96. It's not possible with any other refrigerant in a single stage circuit. The other heat pump thing is over there on the table. It's what we call a rotating evaporator. And you can talk to me when we have this get together and get an explanation how it works. It's a brilliant invention of one of our former students. He still is our student, and now he's going for his PhD. And if anyone would like to know more about this, then please talk with me. And the other heat pump project we had was building a measuring device. It's a small sphere, 21 millimeter in diameter, and it can flow through the ground probe and take the exact temperature profile of the ground probe. And while we had that project, we built, or we drilled 9 ground probes, which Constanze now can use for whatever you want to use it for. Final slide. We do have an international summer school this year for 40 students where we talk about sustainability. So if you know some students who might be interested in joining, then please let them know that there is something like that. And because sustainability is such an important issue, we said we don't only want to have it for wealthy students. We have some sponsors, and then the fee, the participation fee for the students for the entire week, accommodation, all the travels, everything is 100 euro. Okay, that was it. Thank you very much.